Good morning, Nova Nation. It's WXVU Sports Director coming to you from the WXVU studios as your Villanova Wildcats battle North Carolina A&T later on today at 1 p.m. at Villanova Stadium. And it is time for the keys to the game for a Villanova victory. In my last video, I did a preview video for this game, getting you ready for the matchup between these two CAA rivals. And now I'll get you ready with the keys to the game. And I'm going to keep it pretty simple. My first key for Villanova is offense. This North Carolina A&T team, their defense will allow 40 to 41 points per game. They allow almost 250 passing yards per game. This is really the game and the time where Connor Watkins has to step up, step into the passing game. I know that he's been more of a game manager over the past few weeks, but it would be nice to see him at least get a couple touchdown passes in this game, and I think this is a beautiful opportunity for him to do so. The secondary of North Carolina A&T is not very good, so I'm excited to see how Jalen Sanchez does after a big game against Hampton, as well as Devin Smith, who's been quiet as of recently, and also Lucas Kopecki and his targets and receptions have really increased, as I said in my preview video. So my first really key to the game is the offense, right? And this is a time where because North Carolina A&T has really struggled, just 1-8 overall this season, I think Villanova can relax a little bit in terms of the carries for David Abbott and Isaiah Ragland and really allow the passing game to step up in this game. My second key to the game is to not give North Carolina A&T any kind of hope that they're going to win this game, right? They're coming to Villanova Stadium as we hit this final stretch of the season. And I think for Villanova, you have to get off to a good start. I've said that in my past few keys to the game video, but don't let North Carolina A&T have any chance of an upset right in this game. And I think that will depend a lot on how big of a lead Villanova can get out to. They've struggled at times this year to, really take advantage of playing some of the teams that have struggled at the bottom of the conferences. They have pulled out victories, right? They're 7-2 overall, but we haven't really seen them have that blowout win yet. So I think Villanova really needs to settle into this game and start off the game well, right? Don't give North Carolina A&T any hope that they can win this game. And North Carolina A&T, they have been outscored by about almost 70 points in the third quarter alone. Their defense has allowed more than 100 points. Yes, 100 points in the third quarter of games this season. And my third key to the game, kind of searching around for, different keys to the game. I think those two are, my major thoughts. But I think my third key to the game for the Wildcats would just be the defense. And the reason why I say this is because Villanova's defense has had back-to-back really good weeks. Even if Villanova allows some points in this game, I still think their offense and how bad North Carolina A&T's defense has been this year, I still think that they'll have success in this game. But for the Wildcats down the stretch, you want the defense to be clicking. You want them to have a good game and really get ready for the final stretch. So don't overlook this game for Villanova. I think that's big because NC A&T is at the bottom of the CAA conference. So the defense, I think it would be nice to see them have another good showing, maybe get a couple turnovers. And kind of on the opposite side of that, relating back to my second point, which was to not let North Carolina A&T really have any hope in this game to get off to a lead, I think you can relate that to the defense and force turnovers. Like force turnovers, limit turnovers for the Wildcats. And I think that goes along with my last two keys there, right? Limit turnovers. Don't let North Carolina A&T get any hope that they can steal the game from you and play spoiler for your season. And on the opposite hand, right, force turnovers, right? Don't allow them force turnovers. Let the defense get active, and maybe they can get some interceptions or some fumbles and really kind of put this game away early at Villanova Stadium. So this game for Villanova, trying to get their 8th win of the season, are the Wildcats. I'll have much more coverage here on my social media. And again, our WXU coverage begins at 12:30 p.m. with our pregame show. 1 p.m. we'll have kickoff from Villanova Stadium. And as always, go Cats!